so the next topic is going to be the Game Week 33 captain. So Ben is going to pick his captain for the week. I'm going to pick my captain for the week. Josh is going to pick his captain for the week. So Ben, we'll start with you. Who are you picking as your captain, and who do you think is the best captain this week?
I'm looking at my team and I'm like, there's no one really here. I think it's going to be a guy who I'm going to transfer in this week, and I think Josh is probably thinking the exact same player as I am for this week, and it's going to be Mo Salah of Liverpool at home to Newcastle. I think out of all the fixtures, there's not too many of them, is there? Because there's a few blanks. I think that's probably the best fixture to go for. I expect Salah's ownership to be really high. His expected ownership to be high. I think rightly so. He's the most obvious option. Hopefully Liverpool can, now the Super League stuff's behind them, really focus on getting this top four now. There's a clear end goal that they've got, and I think Salah's probably the best captain option to go for this week.
That's the one you're also captaining?
What was that, sorry, Glenn?
Who are you captaining yourself, Salah?
I think it's going to be between Salah and Jota this week for me.
Okay, so Salah for Ben. Josh, how about you? Is it the guy with Salah in the picture?
I can understand why you would captain Salah without, no question about it. I think for me, though, because I already have the triple up with Liverpool, if things do turn south and somehow Newcastle do get some sort of result there, and obviously with Trent, Jota, Salah, I'd probably have that sort of game covered anyway. So for me, I'm probably going to look towards the game that you mentioned, Glenn, with Bruno Fernandez. Although he hasn't been picking up returns, he's been playing decent. The goal for Greenwood's first one at the weekend, he obviously dummied it. He's always involved. If he's not getting the goals or assists, he's always getting the pass to the goals and assists sort of thing. So, I think I'll go with him. His ownership will, without a doubt, be over 100%, just because obviously he's already at 60, and so it only takes a few people to captain him, and he's already over. So, I'll go with him this week for me. I think it sort of covers bases a little bit better with my team.
Do you think he should get an assist for that dummy, because it was so good?
It was a nice goal, but obviously FPL wise, you don't get any points for that, which is annoying. But I mentioned, he's still playing well. If he wasn't playing well, I'd be more worried. But because he's playing okay and still getting involved, I'm not too bothered.
Okay, so mine, I know Leicester haven't played their fixture against West Brom. I'm expecting them to win anyway, both games against West Brom and Palace. And Palace is one of those teams that are already on the beach. If you're looking for the teams that are already on the beach, the Southamptons, the Crystal Palace, the Wolves, those teams are already done. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to the top 10. They're not getting relegated. I think they've already downed their tools. So many players are leaving at the end of the season, contracts ending. Obviously, every time a transfer opens up, they're about to leave. So their mind is definitely not in this game. And Leicester trying to look for momentum ahead of their FA Cup final against Chelsea. I'm going to go for Jamie Vardy against Crystal Palace. I think he'll definitely score in this game. He also has a good record against Palace since they were promoted. I remember the season where Leicester were about to get relegated. He did very well against Palace, scored home and away. So for me, I'm going to go with Jamie Vardy as my captain. Ben, any other option?
I'd say Iheanacho is a better option than Vardy for captaincy, to be honest with you. Vardy this season has become the provider more than the finisher, in my opinion. I think, as we've seen earlier on in the season, I said it really early on, I think that Maddison is much more important to the way Leicester play than Vardy is. And I think it showed with how little touches he's had in the box this season. So I'd say having a Leicester player is probably a good shout for captaincy, but I'd say Iheanacho is probably the safer one, even though he's so much cheaper. It's crazy.
Gary Cahill plays for Crystal Palace, definite penalty. Vardy will score. Josh, any other option for you?
As I still have the Brighton boys, I think Brighton against Sheffield United is always a good one. They're already relegated, so if you want to go with a cheeky punt, I know a lot of people still have Brighton players from the blank, like the Trossards, the Malpais. I've seen people on Twitter who have triple defence still, and it seems to be working for them as they're getting clean sheets left, right and centre. So maybe look towards those kind of guys if you're thinking going differential.
Okay, and my other option, I think I'm going to go for Mane at Liverpool. I think Firmino is the one who's going to be rested this game week against Newcastle. So Jota Mane and Salah to start. They obviously don't have any European games, so you expect them to fully focus on the league. So Mane would be my second option. So those are the GameWeek 33 captain picks. Let's hope all of them deliver.